In 1989, 17-year-old star athlete Mike O'Donnell's girlfriend Scarlett Porter tells him that she is pregnant. Just moments before his likely scholarship-clinching high school championship basketball game, Mike plays the first few seconds of the game before walking off the court to go after Scarlett, abandoning his hopes of going to college and achieving a career that could support their future. 20 years later, 37-year-old Mike finds his life stagnant and boring, abandoning any project he starts. Scarlett, now his wife and the mother of their 2 children, has filed for divorce, forcing him to move in with his geeky yet extremely wealthy, but equally unhappy, best friend, Ned Gold. He has quit his job after he is passed over for a promotion he believed he deserves. And his high school-age kids, 18-year-old Maggie and 16-year-old Alex, want nothing to do with him. Later, while driving, an encounter on a bridge with a janitor transforms Mike back into his 17-year-old self. After convincing Ned of his identity, Ned believes that Mike's transformation was caused by a mystical spirit guide who is trying to steer him on a better path. Mike enrolls in high school posing as Mark Gold, Ned's son, and plans to go to college on a basketball scholarship. As he befriends his bullied son and discovers that his daughter has a boyfriend, Stan, who does not respect her and frequently torments Alex, Mike comes to believe that his mission is to help them. Through their kids, Mike spends time with Scarlett, who notes his remarkable resemblance to her husband but rationalizes it as an odd coincidence. Deciding to also try to fix his relationship with Scarlett, Mike begins to finish, under the pretense of getting volunteer credit, all the garden projects he had abandoned as an adult. He does his best to separate Stan and Maggie while also encouraging Alex to be more confident so he can make the basketball team and go out with a girl he has a crush on named Nicole. Mike has difficulty resisting his desire for Scarlett despite the relationship's clear inappropriateness. Ned, meanwhile, begins to pursue the school's principal Jane Masterson through increasingly extravagant stunts in order to win her affections, which she adamantly rebukes, though she agrees to a date after he offers to buy laptops for the school. On their date, Jane is completely unimpressed with Ned until he drops the sophisticated rich guy persona and admits he is actually a geek. Jane then reveals her own enthusiasm for geek culture by speaking to him in Elvish, and the two hit it off. Mike throws a party to celebrate a basketball game win at Ned's house while Ned is out with Jane, where he confronts Stan, who has recently dumped Maggie for not sleeping with him. Mike gets knocked out and wakes up to Maggie trying to seduce him. Mike tells his daughter that he is in love with someone else, and Maggie leaves. Much to Mike's relief, Scarlett arrives at the party worried about her kids attending, but Mike shows her that Alex has finally managed to get together with his crush. The two have an intimate conversation where Mike, caught up in the moment, tries to kiss her. Disgusted, she storms off as Mike tries unsuccessfully to explain his true identity. On the day of the court hearing to finalize Scarlett and Mike's divorce, Mike makes one last attempt to win her back as Mark, by reading a supposed letter from Mike. He states that although he couldn't set things right in the beginning of his life, it doesn't change the fact that he still loves her. After he exits, Scarlett notices that the letter is actually directions to the courtroom, and she begins to grow curious. As a result, she postpones the divorce by a month. Frustrated that he could not salvage his marriage, Mike decides to once again pursue a scholarship and move on with a new life. During a high school basketball game, Mike reveals himself to Scarlett. As Scarlett runs away, Mike decides to chase her down, just like he did in 1989. But not before handing the ball off to his son. Mike is then transformed back into his 37-year-old self and happily reunites with Scarlett, saying that she is the best decision he ever made. As Mike prepares for his first day as the new basketball coach at his kids' school, Ned, who has successfully started a relationship with Jane, gifts him a whistle, and both are happy with their new starts in life.